We had the manager tell us that too many blacks are standing out in front of the building complex, and they were making the business look bad. And I was told to have them park in the back, which I told them I wasn't going to do. But Maria, tell me, what's going on with you? What happened today?
We pulled up. I came in and signed in, and I let the girls know that I was going out to put some lotion on my legs and feet. About 5 minutes later, an officer pulled up. He was checking my sister's license plates. He approached the car. He came up on the passenger side of the car and asked me, did I have license and registration? I said, no, I did not. I did not have license and registration for this car. I am a passenger. And then he started questioning me about putting my phone down. Am I giving him attitude? I'm talking to him disrespectful, like I explained to him. I'm 43 years old. I'm on my phone, I'm texting. There's no law against sitting in the car texting, especially on the passenger side. And I was here, he's asking me, what was I here for? What were we sitting here for? I was like, I'm here to see Dr. Earley. And he was like, well, are you telling me the truth? Or are you lying to me? Or, if I go in there and ask him, I said, go in there and ask him. I'm signed in. I am a patient here. I come here to this clinic every month to be seen by Dr. Earley. I said, so if there's a problem, you can go in there and ask him. You can ask him my name. And they'll show you that I am signed in and I am also a patient to be seen by Dr. Earley here today. So he had an attitude and, a few words were exchanged, and then he finally went over to the other side and started talking to my sister, which he said her tags or something wasn't current, but they are. So we were through with that. But this is the first time I've been harassed by the police in Corona, just sitting in the parking lot. I think it's racial profiling, but,
Okay.
I'm not going to take it that far.
Did the police officer, though, did he say anything that made you think it was like a racial thing?
He asked me, why was I sitting here? What was my business here?
Right.
Why would you ask me? It's a public parking lot.
Right.
I'm not allowed to park in a public parking lot.
Right.
I wasn't the only people. Me and my sister weren't the only people out there.
Right.
And the other people out there were of different race. So why did you just come to us? And
okay, so you're saying, I see in the clinic today we have different races. We have the Caucasian, we have Hispanic,
yes.
and we have black people here today.
Exactly.
But they said you shouldn't have been sitting out there, huh?
Why was I sitting
why
out
were
there?
you sitting out there?
Why was I? Was the reason that he asked. It was the question that he asked. Well, what was your purpose for sitting here? Why are you out here?
Right. Did you, when we first got here, I don't know if you was here or not, but did you hear when we were stating that the management had said black people were sitting out in front and it was suspicious and all that stuff right there? Did you ever hear about that?
I heard about that. Yes.
You heard about that
I heard
there.
about that.
What did you hear about that?
That we were bringing down the value, the property value. It was making it look bad and everything.
Okay.
I don't understand why do we have to park in the back? We've been free of slavery too many years, and that's another form of racial profiling as well.
Right.
We're not the only nationality that sits out in the front.
Right.
And if somebody brings us, or we bring ourselves, or we decide to sit outside instead of sitting in the office, we let the office know that we'll be sitting in our car, we're waiting, or whatever the case may be. We may be on the phone taking care of business. What threat are we to you sitting in our own cars? We're not out. We're not soliciting. We're not panhandling. We're not hanging out. We're sitting in our vehicles, waiting to be seen.
Right.
Whatever may be going on. I just don't think that's fair for you to say.
Do you think there's a lot of patients out here today?
No, I don't. It's not about. It's about 6 or 7 patients here today.
Okay, so it's not a line going outside.
It's never been a line going outside. I've never come and it's been a line going outside.
Right.
It's never been enough room for people to come in. There's always enough room. There's always people usually come in. Most of the time, if they're being brought here by somebody or they're taking care of business, they're sitting in their car.
Okay.
That's just common courtesy for everybody here. Nobody don't want to be in everybody's business.
So in your case, somebody brought you to the doctor, right?
Yeah, my sister brought me today.
Right. Okay. Do you think maybe that's why they stopped you? They think you two together in a crime?
We're together, but what kind of crime could we be committing coming to the doctor?
Yeah.
There's no crime there coming to the doctor. It's not against the law to come to the doctor or to sit in your car. I can sit in my car at Burger King. I can sit in my car at CVS. I can sit in my car at Walgreens, Walmart, Pizza Hut, in front of the beauty supply. I can sit in my car for as long as I'm not disturbing the peace or causing any problems or in the way of anyone or anybody. I'm parked properly. There shouldn't be a problem. I don't know any laws about that.
Real quick, Maria, and I know, I've been knowing you for about a year and a half, and I know you was getting treated by another doctor before you started coming here. But you had mentioned something about, I guess, CVS or Walgreens, and they said some racial remarks to you. What did they say to you again?
I went to CVS about a year ago to turn in my script from coming to see Dr.
You know which one it was?
I can't quite remember.
Okay,
I can't put
all
my
right.
finger on it. But the comment that was made at the time was that they couldn't take my script, they couldn't fill my prescription because of Dr. Earley was under investigation. And I told them, well, what did that have to do with me? And they were like, well, it's a lot of you blacks come from that doctor, so, we can't fill your script because he's under investigation. I said, well, why would you say a lot of blacks come from that doctor? Well, we get a lot of prescriptions from a lot of black people that come here. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I said, well, that was very rude of you, that your conduct was very rude to say something like that. I said, well, can I speak to your supervisor or manager? Well, right now we're not at liberty to give up any information or explain anything. I said, well, you weren't at liberty to give up that information, but you did freely.